Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. 180. Hey, defense, let's go. 280.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Raider 1.
Carr now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here now Johnny Townsend as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Look at this spin.
Balance.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Able to slither by. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're good.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down now, it's Mack. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, right 52.
Throwing now is Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Bravo. All right, here we go.
To throw, it's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert. Hey.
On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, goal 66. Right, 54. Let's go one more. 54 is Mike. No, 66.
Again, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now a toss play. This is Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
We're scoreless after 1. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check Mike 54.
Brady going to throw. His throw incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know. Check it. You better bring it. Shadow.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Mike 51.
180. Hey, we're good, we're good. You 180.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
on second down. It's Mack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Brady. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Down! 180!
Check pass. Check pass.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Express.
Banjo.
They'll run with a fullback. Use check. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Nickel.
Check it, reload. Check it, reload.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert.
Brady gives to Michelle. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Here we go.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. That's the key for the quarterback. Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
72.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
You better be afraid of me. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, ball 66.
Down Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Brady to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
My 52. Move that down. Target.
Watch safety creep. Watch it.
Hey, Haywood.
Safety's creeping.
To throw again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let them know. Let them know.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Yeah. 2 times. Alert.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. Dorsett on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 22-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check, 59. Wild Bill.
Go 50. Let's go. Sugar.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ozzy. Pilot, 64. Weak.
He's coming, though.
Hey, exit.
Check it back.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Man, that's trash.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's good for 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's put that team on
93. 93.
52 is the mic right here.
Now Carr. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
Let's go.
A big play there for New England. 63 yards. Back now in the East Bay. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Slide down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
What down? Blue 80.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
I'm coming. Raider 8. .734.
Check 52's the mic.
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic. Hey, come on, now, come on.
Comes up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
No, check that. We got Mike 52.
Hey, wahoo!
New Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you.
29.
I'm coming after you. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You can't block.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I got it. 52's the mic right here.
Throwing again. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
3 down. Mike 52, Mike 52. Right here.
93.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Spies.
Mike 52. Y'all not ready.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Go, go.
Check, 59, 59.
Regular.
Ozzy.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Brady now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the toss, here's Michelle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brady, and that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a carry from Mack. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Sup.
Easy, easy. Kill.
Hey, tight.
Where's 52?
To throw on third down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sup, man.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Big edge. 808. Back to the mic.
Hey, seam six. You ain't got nothing.
What's up?
You good?
Carr gonna go
It's
on
been a
4th
while.
down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Bummer.
Wait, that. Round 80. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Yeah, just trying to stack my wins.
Watch the safety crew.
All right, here we go. Bang. Hey,
Oh.
fire. Switch gears. Let's go out. No, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Pats, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.